Hi, divas.
divas. Welcome back to
Know Exactly.
With me, Maddie B.
And me, Corny G.
We're here another week. The dog is barking.
The dog is here.
Wouldn't be an episode without Herbert making his presence known.
Yeah, no duh.
No, exactly. How are you, Smooch?
I'm so sleepy.
Well,
How are
wake
you?
up, Pearl.
I'm up.
Doing good. Busy with a tizzy.
Yeah.
Lots to discuss this
So much to discuss this week.
I wrote some things down.
Okay, walk me through it.
Let me pull up my notes.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
entertained.
not prepared. Normally, I feel like you do a really good job of preparing me, and I don't feel
I
prepared.
told you. Wait. There is something fresh off the press.
Fresh off the press?
As of today when we're recording. Joanne Fabrics going out of business.
No.
No, I'm devastated. I texted my mom right away. She said, "Where am I going to go now?"
Can I just say, like, not to be so boomer, I'm sick of everything going out of business.
Everything. First it was Bed Bath and Beyond. No, yeah, it's like honestly so dumb. And one thing that I wrote down for a future episode is mall culture, because I think there's so many, because things like
What?
nobody goes to the mall anymore.
Oh, mall culture.
Yeah, like shopping mall.
Yeah.
Because today
I miss malls.
Today I went and got the most sugary drink from Starbucks and Auntie Anne's pretzel. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about today. Today, I need to announce real quick that Joanne Fabrics is closing.
Devastating news. How can we get them back in business?
I used to go there all the time with my
What
mom.
are, like, DIY brides going to do? Like, what are...
I mean, Amazon, that's probably why they're going out of business.
That's my problem, though. Like, I feel like all of these places just...
Like,
close.
I use Amazon all the time. I'm just so tired of that stuff. Anyway, we can stop talking about it. I just wanted to, break the news to you.
I think people will still be surprised, A, and B, we don't ever have to stop talking about it. That's like some of the most devastating news I've actually ever heard.
Is there a Joanne Fabrics where you grew up?
Of course.
Can we go before they close?
If they're still open, yeah. In the Sunvet Mall. Y'all ever heard of it? No, don't gasp. It is not the kind of mall you think of.
Well, no mall's really the kind of mall I think of anymore.
No.
I just had to throw that out there. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. Today I wanted to talk about a few things.
Yes.
Reality TV,
Okay.
Broadway
What about
again,
it?
and The White Lotus.
Okay.
I know you don't watch The White Lotus.
I was going to say, we can start backwards. I don't watch The White Lotus. I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry.
At the time of recording this, only 2 episodes are out. I will admit I'm quite bored.
I've heard like every season kind of has been worse than the last, and I couldn't even get into season 1.
I liked season 2 better than season 1 actually, but this one I'm like, where are we going? So much happened and not enough happened.
Well, you are only 2 episodes in.
I don't care. You need to hook
Okay,
me
yeah.
in episode 1. Okay, real quick. Reality TV.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've heard of it.
Would you ever do it?
What are we doing literally right now?
Not reality TV.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Yet. Okay, no, reality TV.
Yeah, I do think I would do it. Unfortunately, though, I do have pretty severe social anxiety, and I forget that until I'm put in situations where my social anxiety comes out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know by your shaking in the middle of a resort in Mexico
That's
that you had
so
social
true.
anxiety.
No, I know that. It only appears sometimes. It's awesome when it does, though.
I've known you for 9.5 years, and I don't think I've ever witnessed this.
Actually, there's a way. That's true. And you want to know why? I think it's because I'm so comfortable around you. What were we saying? Oh, my social anxiety. Right.
But would you do reality TV even though you have social anxiety?
I do think I would, but it depends on the style of reality TV. And the reason that I've thought about this before, though, is like watching Big Brother. Like, I think I would be really good on Big Brother.
Yeah.
But then I remember, like, I think that a show like that, like, I would crash the out. Like, I would not be well, because I do think that is a situation where my social anxiety would peak.
I think Big Brother would be the one that I'm best at.
I agree.
Or Traitors, but Big Brother, if it's like, and I've auditioned for Big Brother, I think 3 times. Not a single thing has come my way.
Yikes.
The season 25 or whatever where they did 100 days, absolutely not.
No. Well, and they did start to crash out.
Yeah,
They did.
and the audience started to crash out. 100 days is
Way too long.
much. They need to do it like the UK. It's like 38 days.
No, but I do like the long. I like watching the crash out. I really do.
100 days is a bit extreme. I would do like 70.
Yeah, I think like 70 to 80 is kind of like key.
Would you ever do like a dating reality show? Like a Love Island?
No, I think similarly, I think I would crash out too much.
But that's kind of fun. You wouldn't go on Love Island?
No.
Love is Blind. Would you talk behind the walls? Some of our matches that I've seen from both of us, we could use a wall.
I 100% agree, actually. And I actually wish the wall stayed up. I wish we always had a wall. Yeah, here's the thing about Love is Blind. I feel like Love is Blind is the only one that I would like maybe consider doing.
Because you're blind.
Clearly. But
have you seen this new TikTok's AIs wake up?
Please
like
continue silencing women. Which one?
No, it made me think of something. It ties into what you're saying.
Okay, no, please, TikTok AI, tell me about it.
Where it's like you wake up and it's the last day in Pompeii.
Actually, yeah.
Okay, well, there was one where it was you wake up as Helen Keller.
Wait,
it was just a black
This
screen
is perfect timing.
For a minute.
When I was home this weekend, I was with Aunt Vicky and Stacy and everyone.
Shout out.
And I walked in and my mom was like, Corinne, did you know they don't believe in Helen Keller?
I don't either.
She was shocked. And I said, I was like, so it's not that I don't believe. I just am a little, I think, confused and uneducated. And I would like to understand how and why she flew a plane.
Helen Keller?
Yes.
No, that's Amelia Earhart.
That's exactly what my mom said. Look it up. Helen Keller flew a plane. I am not getting them confused.
Helen Keller did not fly a plane.
No, Helen Keller flew a plane.
Keep talking about your Love is Blind experience. I'm looking this up.
No, now we're on Helen Keller. I need you to know. And this exact conversation happened. Herb, do not. This exact conversation happened with my mom. And everyone was like, she didn't fly a plane. You're thinking of Amelia Earhart. I'm not.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her.
Of Helen Keller? Let me see. I have.
Why does she look like my grandma?
She's so wonderful. I love her as a woman.
There's no way she was blind. She is raising an eyebrow. She knows what she's doing. In 1946, Helen Keller took control of a plane for 20 minutes during a flight from Rome to Paris.
20 minutes is a long time.
Helen Keller kept a flight up and Delta can't even do it.
Exactly.
Delta offering $30,000 for that flight that flipped upside down.
Not enough. Not enough.
I'd have my neck brace on.
Did you see that guy who did?
Yep.
I understand.
What do you mean
him.
$30,000?
Yeah,
$30,000. I'm gonna go on Drag Race and win 200 and a year's supply of Anastasia Beverly Hills.
No, so true.
What do you mean I'm upside down tangling on the tarmac in Toronto?
No, like I would be the new CEO of Delta. Like there's just no way.
It wouldn't even be called Delta anymore.
No.
Bruegge Airways. And it would be the
Yeah.
Corinne Grahn terminal.
Yeah, exactly.
Meal service. You would only sell Diet Coke.
Meal service. My ass is not getting back up in the air. Like my airline just became a railway.
Yeah, I'm thinking of looking up for our trip to London to go on that cruise instead.
What cruise?
Like the cruise from New York to London.
That objectively feels worse to me.
Oh, Titanic vibes?
Yeah.
Because you go the same route.
No.
So no to reality TV?
Yes to reality TV. It just depends on some. I think Love is Blind is the only one I would like dating style show I would consider doing. Just I think because of like objective attractiveness. I know I'm like really hot and pretty, but like I think in comparison to like who they bring on to these shows, I'm just like a mere old average woman.
Old?
Who said that? Anyway, Love is Blind though I think would unfortunately bring out far too many of my insecurities. Like talk about a crash out, like
I couldn't do a dating show, period, but I couldn't do the reveal.
no.
If I thought you were ugly,
You would see it on my face.
You would know right away.
Unfortunately, like I wear my feelings on my face. You can definitely see how I feel. And you would know. And I think a lot of people are ugly, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's how I feel. You know, I was scouted for a reality show.
No way.
Have I never told you this?
Maybe. Which one?
It was 2020, I believe. I was sitting at home in COVID, and I got an email from this like casting agency, and I like looked it up. It was all for real. Did like a phone interview because of my background at where I worked before, where I work now.
They did do that show, didn't they?
Yes. So the reality show is a reality show.
I know.
I don't know if I told you.
No, I think you did.
Anyway, I made it through like 2 or 3 rounds, Zoom interviews, all that stuff, and then didn't hear anything. And then the show aired on HBO Max. It was Bethenny Frankel's
Oh, wow.
little show to be like her COO.
Wait, that's kind of crazy. I was thinking of a different show that you should have been on.
What show?
Not show. It was a documentary.
I was in the Hulu documentary. Proud.
Well, yeah, but I thought you meant like a little more featured, if you will.
No, I was working there at the time, so I couldn't be in the documentary that was trashing the place.
You're so right. I'm such an idiot. Cut the cameras.
Idiot.
Cut the cameras.
No, but they weren't saying in the process who the reality competition was for. They just said it was like a woman influencer, and this was before I got into Housewives, so I knew of Bethenny Frankel, but like I didn't think it was Bethenny Frankel. She was the first came to mind. You want to guess who the first person that came to mind was? Lauren Conrad.
That's so random.
I thought it was a reality show to be her COO.
That's
Lauren
so
Conrad.
random. Why?
They said reality TV female
Must be.
businesswoman. I was like, has to be Lauren Conrad.
Duh.
Who else could it have been?
Clearly
Bethenny
anyone
Frankel.
else.
Bethenny Frankel, clearly. Yeah.
Okay. So you would do, I think you would do really well on reality TV,
I totally
honestly.
would. I wouldn't do Survivor. That's
No.
too much physical activity.
Yeah, no thank you.
Big Brother is a little bit too much physical activity, but they had Miss Felicia out there. If she could do it, I can do it.
I love Miss Felicia.
My dream is to be on UK Big Brother.
Yeah, and that makes sense for you.
That one, shorter. It's public vote every single week. So like, I
Genius.
just have to be me.
Genius.
And there's no like physical competitions.
I kind of like the physical comp though.
Nope.
And Big Brother's physical comps are not insane.
I'm not hanging off that wall.
Correct. You lose that one.
I'm not getting dizzy in the chair.
Okay, I'm following.
One of the things in 2 seasons ago of Big Brother UK was they woke up in the morning and it was a giant bed in the living room. And
I do remember that one.
and the competition was to stay in bed.
No, I do remember that one.
And if you got up, you like lost. And then there was like 3 people that were in it at the end of the day, and they won a party outside.
And a lot of people lost, which is kind of crazy to me.
I mean, you get hungry, you have to pee.
Those have never bed rotted.
You know who would win?
Emily Lord.
We'd be screwed if she was in that competition.
Queen. Like she invented bed rotting, and in the best way possible.
I'm so excited. She's going to be our first guest on this podcast in a few weeks.
I cannot wait for you guys to meet Emily Lord. Okay, yeah. So Emily Lord definitely would have won that competition. I love that about her. She'll be our first guest in London.
Spoiler, wasn't going to say where it was.
Oh, she'll be our first guest. Okay, what other topics did you have for me today? Well, you're the one that just read them off. You gave me no prep.
No, this next one is my plea. Where's my camera? This is my audition to be in Oh Mary on Broadway.
Duh.
In the role of Mary's teacher. I'm looking right at you, Cola Scola, writer, original star of Oh Mary as Mary Todd Lincoln. I would be A, perfect in this show, but B, as Mary's teacher. And here's why. I have vast knowledge of
Yes.
Mary Todd Lincoln.
Yes.
And you might be wondering, Matthew, what do you mean you have vast knowledge of Mary Todd Lincoln and why?
I actually wasn't, but continue.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
Like, who has knowledge of Mary Todd Lincoln? You know who doesn't? Cola Scola.
True. Okay.
So in 4th grade,
Right.
4th grade was like an iconic year for me because
Wait, did you guys do like a wax museum?
absolutely not.
Okay, continue.
No, in 4th grade, it was the year that everybody was excited because the classrooms were all in the basement. And so we were the only ones underground.
That's scary.
So we were like in our own little world.
Right.
And we would take over the whole basement and we would do like a rainforest and all this stuff. Anyway, no, 4th
What?
grade was known as the year of famous Kentuckian presentations.
Okay.
And my first choice was Colonel Sanders.
Duh.
But the way that we chose it was very democratic, unlike the nation we live in today, where we pooled popsicle sticks with numbers on them.
Duh. That is literally how we should vote.
I think there was like 25 kids in my social studies class. I think I was number 24. My options were slim, but you know who I got? Mary
Mary
Todd
Todd
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
I for sure got Mary Todd Lincoln.
So what did you have to do? Like, what did we pull the popsicle sticks for, though?
So you had to be that person in a presentation, and you basically had to do a 10-minute, I think it was like an 8 to 10 minute speech in front of class on who you were. So basically it was like reading all the stuff about these people, putting it together on note cards and being them. Unfortunately, I went to Catholic school, so I could not dress up as Mary Todd.
Devastating.
But I got up there, and I'm sure it's somewhere in my storage from my dad's house. These were on VHS.
Stop.
Recorded. And I think my dad moved it to DVD. It's got to be somewhere.
Well, I would hope so.
I really don't think my dad would have gotten rid of this masterpiece.
No way.
And that's why I would be perfect in this role. Not only am I charming, good looking, funny.
Well, yes.
I was told by all the moms in 8th grade that I needed to be an actor.
I feel like they still do.
They still think that? Is that what you meant? What's funny?
Yeah, just the way you said it. Like, I really just saw you light up. You're like, they still do? They still think that? Stop. Who?
You know why I never became an actor is because I didn't want to audition. I'm just too lazy for it.
I understand
Which
that.
is why the actual reason why we started this podcast is so that I could put this proposal out.
Okay, yeah. I kind of like this full circle moment. I am just learning of this now, and I'm a little interested to know what my part in this is then.
I have the perfect part for you.
Oh, okay, great. Perfect. Yeah, being an actor takes a lot of work. Like,
And
auditioning is crazy.
You know what else takes a lot of work? Doing a podcast. But who knew?
So true.
Who knew?
So true.
No, I think I would be phenomenal as Mary's teacher, which is a very iconic person, but I'm not going to spoil the show for people that have never seen the show.
I have not seen it.
It's phenomenal.
I'm very excited too. I really have
It
to
is
get there.
also the perfect length. 80 minutes, no intermission. You're in, you sit,
Not like
you giggle.
you know what.
Redwood. No, this is like I love a 90-minute show, no intermission.
I love a 90-minute show, no intermission. It's like bringing Broadway back. It's so good.
It's bringing Broadway back in the era of we have no attention span.
Yeah, no, so true.
But this play is perfection, and I think would be phenomenal in it. So Cola Scola, if you're watching this.
Which you are.
Okay, this is my pitch. Final pitch. Thank you, Sharks, aka Cola Scola. This is my final pitch to be the next Mary's teacher in the smash hit manifesting Tony Award winning play on Broadway. 80 minutes, no intermission at the Lyceum Theater, Haunted, also where Whoopi Goldberg made her Broadway debut as Mary's teacher. She didn't make her Broadway debut as Mary's teacher. I'm going to make my Broadway debut as Mary's teacher.
Yes, of course.
My name is Matthew Bruegge. I'm 6'4". I live in New York City. Yeah. I have a plethora of knowledge of Mary Todd Lincoln, which is why it would be the perfect Mary's teacher.
Yes. Clap, divas, clap.
Catch me on Broadway. It's going to happen in the next 6 months.
I would be front row.
I would do one night.
I'm meant to be a Broadway wife, if that means anything.
I would literally do one night.
Yeah. So Trisha Paytas of you.
I think I'm going to do it.
I know you're going to do it.
You have to see the show because there is a part in there that I think is perfect for you. And that's Mary's, babysitter.
Yeah, I'm a performer first.
I'm a dancer first. I'm a mover.
No, I'm a dancer first. Yeah, if you know me, I'm a dancer first.
Wink, wink, wink. Okay, Dee.
Okay, Dave. Well, that was fun. I feel like I was really distracted that whole ep, so I'm really sorry.
And hopefully this one's longer than last week. We're so
sorry. We know literally nothing that you guys want more is than to hear more of us all the time.
Although someone told me the other day, I'm not really a podcast person. I said, okay.
Okay.
This is more than a podcast.
This is more than a podcast. It's a lifestyle.
This is a life journal. Should we vlog in London?
I thought we were.
Hey guys. We have a YouTube channel. It's growing. More subscribers. Anyway.
Should we do our Know Exactly moment of the week?
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
You haven't had one yet? Mine's a quick one.
Okay.
So I went to the doctor's on Saturday and I had to get a IV put in. If you see my
If you're a video viewer,
if you're a video viewer and you see my bruised hand, that's because that's the only place they could get a vein. And literally the doctor looked at me after finally getting a vein and called me a good girl.
No, exactly.
And he was like, "Oh, you're being such a good girl." I said, "No, exactly. No, exactly."
Wow.
I know. Isn't that so romantic? Oh, you don't have one after that. Okay. Okay, and that's all for today.
No, okay, I have one. I went to
Okay,
the dentist on Saturday. And so you know how they count like your teeth?
Yeah.
The spacing and stuff?
I really didn't know that they like counted your teeth, but yeah, sure.
They count your spacing and your gums.
Oh, well, yeah.
Anyway, so this person that I had as my tech, sweetest man on earth. Every time I've had someone count my teeth, they had another person in there and they would like read it off and the person would type it in.
Yeah, yeah.
Not this guy.
Memorized?
Memorized. Top and bottom. Type. I said, no, exactly. This is why we have education systems.
That man is built as AI.
That man is ChatGPT.
I kind of am impressed with that.
That man is Gook on X. Gork.
What is that?
AI.
Okay.
Elon's AI.
Can I tell you something embarrassing?
Yeah.
For a really long time.
You were afraid of AI.
No, I still am afraid of AI. That's not embarrassing. You should be afraid of AI. Every time I saw Gork, I thought it was Gronk's Twitter account.
Gronk.
Like the old football player or whatever.
I don't know who that is.
Isn't he a football player? I don't know. Anyway.
You know who came into my head? Kronk.
Kronk. Pull the lever, Kronk.
Yzma's gonna be in the villains themed area at Magic Kingdom.
Wow. Okay,
we need to have Amber to talk about Disney.
So true. We got to save this all for next week's episode.
Well, other things for next week's episode.
Yeah, of
too.
course. Anyway, we had our Know Exactly moments.
Sorry, mine wasn't that good.
It was a great one. I liked second week in a row that ours were kind of connected, though.
You know what they say? Connection first, dancer second.
That's all for now.
Smooches.
Love you, divas.
Bye-bye.
That was a chaotic one. What the hell just happened?